A royally luxurious Indian dessert made using simple pantry staple ingredients, yet indulging you in a mouthful of creamy and sweetened pudding working together in a melodious harmony. Yes, this is your favorite old fashioned and classic Indian rice kheer recipe, now made easy. And let us also see a unique way of serving your rice kheer. Put your instant pot on saute mode and add some ghee, that is clarified butter, to it, and let it warm up. And once the sign shows hot on your pot, then you can go ahead and add in the cashew nuts and fry them or saute them until they turn golden brown. For those of you who do not have an instant pot, you can make it on your stove top as well or in a pressure cooker too. Find the details for the same on my blog spicesandflavors.com. But please do keep watching the video to see our unique way of presenting the kheer or paisam or payesh. Comment below and let me know what do you call it in your mother tongue. Once the cashew nuts are fried, take it out onto a plate and to the remaining ghee or clarified butter, add in the rice. Now I have soaked the rice for 30 minutes prior to adding it to the pot. Rinse, drain the rice, drain the water and then add it to your pot. Saute it for a minute or so, followed by the addition of milk. Give it a quick stir and put on the lid. Vent to sealing position and then choose the porridge setting and let it auto cook, so it cooks for 20 minutes and then allow it to depressurize naturally. If you are watching one of our videos for the very first time, I would love if you could consider subscribing to our channel and hit the bell icon so that you get instant notifications on the baking and dessert related recipes that I post every single week. Once the pressure settles down, give it a gentle mix. Do not go all the way down to the bottom of the pot, as sometimes the milk tends to stick to the base and you might accidentally end up mixing the burnt bits into your kheer, like I did when I first tried making kheer in the pot. So next add in the condensed milk and give everything a good mix, and tada, your kheer is basically ready. Wasn't it super simple to make in an electric pressure cooker? So to increase the flavor quotient, we would add in cardamom powder and the fried cashew nuts, remember? So that adds on to the texture. So as you all can see, the kheer is quite thick at the moment. If you like it to be of a thinner consistency, then definitely add in some milk and adjust it to suit your needs. By now you know me and my love for desserts. So of course we had to take it one step further. So you can serve the kheer two ways: warm in a bowl garnished with some pistachios, slivered almonds and dried rose petals, or chilled along with a jelly. So this is the jelly packet that I am using. No, it is not sponsored. I wish it were. Anyways, so just showing you so that you buy the right one. This is 100% vegetarian, and since majority of my readers are vegetarians, I thought I will point this out, as the other jelly that we get in the market would have gelatin. So take note of that while buying. Follow the directions in the packet and make the jelly and pour it into your serving glasses. Support it on a box or anything like this to create an angle. Allow it to cool and refrigerate it to set completely. Now I'm not sure why, maybe I added too much water and mine did not set completely, but we Indians are known for our jugards, right? So I will add my paisam or kheer with the glasses tilted only to get that angular effect. You can do one on top of the other too. No hard and fast rule here. But make sure that your kheer is chilled at this stage, or else you would end up melting the jelly. Then garnish it with some nuts and rose petals, and tada! Your unique kheer is now ready to be served. This is the easiest method of making a kheer. By God, no stirring, no reducing the milk, no long hours of waiting. This was the best, and yet it yields exactly the creamy and that mushy texture. Literally I'm salivating now even while recording this. So you guys must try it. Even if you do not follow this pressure cooker method, you can do it on your stove top or follow your mom's recipe. But make sure that you are serving it in a unique way this season. So this kheer was a part of our home restaurant idea, about which you received an email if you have subscribed to our newsletter, or you might have also seen this on Instagram. So that's a trigger sign here. If you're still not following us on Instagram, then please do consider, as I'll be sharing my next live baking session this weekend. So if you are interested, you can join along and bake along. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, then please do hit that like button, share, and comment below. Let me know, what do you call kheer in your language. I'll see you soon in my next one. Until then, this is Sushma signing off. Take care. Bye bye.